G'day guys, welcome to the MailBag preview for Melbourne Cup Day, first Tuesday in November, Flemington. We've got a guest today, Peter. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good to go.
Pete's
Drew.
Pete, are we reaching across? Yeah, good. Let's not do that. Peter's the man who does the Perth mounting yard for the MailBag. He's killing it. He found a few winners yesterday without even being there, which was great. I really got the sickness hard yesterday. We were punting at Doomben when we got home. We got out of there real easy too. And then we were punting at Perth at dinner.
Oh,
it's good. It's a
No
great
UK
day.
overnight?
I'm not as sick as you.
USA this morning?
USA this morning, I heard too.
No,
Group 1s?
no, you're a sick puppy. But we're going to make this quick because we want to get out and have a beer together. So, race 1.
Have a beer together.
2-year-olds, 1,000 metres down the straight. Only 2 horses here have had a race experience. One was sent Sooner, who was pretty impressive at Moonee Valley on Cox Plate Day.
Yep.
The other one, I think, won at Moonee Valley as well, from memory.
Yeah, horse at Hazes.
One at Caulfield.
I remember it winning was pretty... Yes, that too, yeah. I haven't got anything to say about this race other than the win of Setsuna was pretty impressive.
I think Corleafer's win was 100 times more impressive, and I'd be back in that one if I was back in one of the two. Also, the figures, it's sectional data is just much better. It was a massive win. I'd be playing it each way here.
You're saying play it each way despite not seeing the other horses?
I think it's good enough, yeah.
Okay.
Like, if you did a small bet early, I mean, it's Melbourne Cup Day, you got to bet first race.
Speaking of the sickness.
Three trialled really well. I reckon 3's over the odds.
Alright.
Awesome McAvoy's.
Lugging bit first time. Anything? Nothing?
No, yard.
Yard race, 100%.
From Perth.
Race 2, Druzy.
I haven't done too much in this, obviously.
She's back, our girl.
Hell or high water.
Gosh, she's tough, isn't she?
She'll be leading them around and be hard to beat. Invincibella obviously looks well in here. Hot Ruby's not legless. Rockaway, big odds last start, just missed, so I was on it. Can't really jump off here.
You're jumping off Tahani?
Yep.
I've done this race. Linguist was a very big win at Ballarat and did not fully, like it had plenty left in the tank. I thought it might be the value. Also, 4's the class horse that had issues last week. But I was potting Invincibella hard last at Moonee Valley. It's well in the race, but it's probably rock bottom odds at 2.7.
It maps a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
I think there's enough. It might sit midfield. Or the 13 that Linguist will lead, and it might just get an easy lead in front at big odds.
You reckon Hell or High Water won't lead?
Well, it'll sit. Hell or High Water might be cooked. It's had a heap of runs.
Is there any other stable?
Look like horse needs a spell and 60.5 kilos.
I'd comfortably pen it, but I'm scared of them.
I've penned it that many times. It's prep. Might as well pen it again. Go down with the ship.
I'm interested in Invincibella. I think it'll be my top pick at the moment. Quite keen to see Spannerhead and Storms Brewing Parade.
Yeah. Storms
Brewing comes from a really nice race in which he couldn't win. Gets to the mile, second time at the mile maybe.
One at Flemington.
Yeah.
Stable's
good stable.
Good horses.
Jockey's going well. Pretty keen to see how it goes at a big price.
Yep.
But that's all I got. Anything else?
No.
Yard.
Yard.
Beer's not going to drink itself. No. Come on.
Race 3, Drew. What have we got? 400 metres.
Yeah, I'm assuming Wayanka won on Saturday.
One by nose and Fado was...
That was in Rose Hill, right?
Gamblestown run third, $4.50 the place. Rob, Mounting Yard Mail. How good is he up there in Sydney?
It was Wanaka was second before the line and second after the line. The only place that was in front was on the line.
So I assume they're not bringing it down, so we can just assume it's not going around. I think Divine Quality is obviously one of the class horses here. Same with
One sec, Drew. The way you're laughing, does that mean you laid it?
No, I didn't. The way I was laughing is I had a complete victim bet and backed it. Like, I know this horse. Need to pay to get the boys a drink. If I have something small on at $8, that's about the right price. Bang.
It's a consistent bloody horse. Like, they keep sending it around at stupid odds.
I don't bloody care as long as I keep winning.
Yeah.
Sorry, back to you, Drewy.
Boggums is decent here. Land of Plenty up to 1,400. Dollar for Dollar's good. Aussie's Choice was good last start. Lots of chances. I'd probably lean to Divine Quality here, but once again, I'm not sure it's a betting race.
I couldn't be keener to see Land of Plenty Parade. It's one of the nicest horses I've seen in the yard this spring. been freshened, which it needed because it was racing against like elite sprinters in like Redkirk Warrior. 400, I think, is perfect for it. It handles a trip. I can't wait to see it parade, and it could be a massive bet. I think he's a really good trainer, and I'm happy with Bo. Can't wait. And I'm also really keen to see Aussie's Choice. They're the only two I'm interested in. I would take on that Divine Quality and another sprue course, Foxhall.
I'd be tempted to take on Foxhall, yeah. Milwaukee's one they might come for as well, I just mentioned.
Agreed.
What odds manual there, boys?
Don't know.
Wasn't a bad win in Adelaide, but I haven't done that race.
I think it's about 6s.
Oh, well, it's no Divine Quality could be a myth too. It's been beaten a couple of times short odds.
Yeah, it's kind of like the sprue course, a little bit like Land of Plenty, but Land of Plenty's run third to Redkirk Warrior.
Oh yeah,
And
Divine Quality got beaten
double the price, Drew. Is that
been
right?
beaten in tomato sauce
Yeah, I
odds a
think so.
couple of times. They're the horses you want to lay as a bookie.
Yeah, definitely look to lay from the yard.
Okay, race 4. How far are we here, Drew? 2,800
We will be
metres.
filling up here on Grand Duke of Tuscany. 2,800 metres.
Talk about a victim bet.
Just going to be absolutely running them like the cleaner, just absolutely taking their heart away. I have to be on. We're getting a decent price. There's no decent stayers in this. Maybe Yogi's like the one that can run us down, but you look what it did last start. That was a damn good run.
And it's right, you know, it's the battling stables for the people that are just struggling like you,
Oh,
like
yeah,
Drew,
it's
you
just-
know?
yeah.
It's good for racing to
You
see
know I
that
love
the
the
battlers
battlers.
win.
Mate, he's obsessed
wait
with that stable.
Wait till we get to the cup, mate. I'll be going for more battlers, top 3.
Hartnell's in there 100%. We haven't talked at all about the Melbourne Cup, but I know a victim when I see one, and he's as loyal as they come, which is why we're so tight. But it also cost him a lot of money.
I'll give you a hint.
Only-
Hartnell is not top 3 for me.
He's not
But
so
at $2.15, it's a good top 10 bet.
Right, race 4. I'm very, very keen to see Yogi parade. 30-day freshen. Weir, Yendall to Williams. Tick. Blinkers on. Tick. Very good figures.
Why'd they not go the Lexus with it?
Well, I'm glad it didn't, because hopefully they can win this.
Well, hopefully not for
Is
me.
the Lexus the one where I did my nuts? Is that
It's just
Harlem?
Montaigne, yeah.
Fucking-
Well, Harlem looked like an absolute moral at the 400. It's just trucked up, traded under $1.70.
$1.80,
$1.70.
That's how good that new system is, though. I didn't lose.
Yeah.
$26 or $16 since Montaigne.
Yeah, I need more double figure winners. You know, just send the punters home broke. It's good.
Anything? Just yard?
Oh, I'm not playing at all at Flemington on Tuesday. You guys can have
You'll
it.
be on Corso at Ascot, won't you?
Oh, definitely. Ascot, definitely keen.
Righto, race number 5.
1,000 metres down the straight. If property's turning up in the yard, it simply just wins. It's that good.
Couldn't agree more.
Yep.
I think it's a fucking complete moral.
That's the only race I did.
You agree?
Yep.
I
You'll be,
can't
you'll
see
be
how-
taking it on?
What odds is it?
It's juicy. I looked at it before. I couldn't believe what price we got. $5.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
$5. It SP favourite against Formality
Yeah.
at Caulfield.
Yeah.
Formality beat it
Needed
pretty
to run
well.
its trial, wasn't that flash? I haven't done all the
And it
races.
ran really well for its looks.
It was in the Bronx spot.
Formality's almost won yesterday.
Yeah.
Form's franked.
No, boys,
If Medinity wins, you'll see a bloke in jeans and RAMs jumping off the Westgate Bridge. Because if it can't win at the Valley and somehow wins this race, I'll just fucking want to kill myself.
Yeah.
And I just want to give up on the game.
I'd probably mention Bandipur's a shot. Nature Strip was a good run last start.
Oh, hold on. Nature Strip was enormous.
Yeah, but this is a different level, and it's $7 versus $5. I totally agree.
But it's a Flemington horse, Nature Strip. I haven't done the form yet, but I'll be putting my foot on Nature Strip.
I may savour it. That's what I'd probably be
It
thinking.
has. You don't know how much ability it's got. That win at Mornington was
Oh,
huge.
100%. I respect it and Sam's image. And at the Carbine lunch,
Actually,
Waller really spruiked Perrette.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I was half tipping that in the Caulfield Guineas, but I shouldn't start shooting from the hip. I haven't even
No,
watched
it's
any of the replays.
it's a different Perrette. Look,
Yeah, once again, I haven't even watched the replays.
it's not the same horse you're thinking of.
I've done the Melbourne Cup, I've done the last race, and I've done a few of the early ones. So fire away, boys. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Race number 6. Drew, how far is it? Because it's taking too long to load.
1,400 metres. Our Crown Mistress versus Counterplay, take 2. I think they're the only 2 horses in the market, and I'm very keen to back Our Crown Mistress to lead all the way. as it's the only likely leader in the race. It's going to get it just control the race and be very hard to get past. I may save a counterplay, but I'll figure that out tomorrow.
I'm totally 100% with you. This is getting a bit scary.
Could be a big day.
Could be a massive day, Drew.
You could be boosting me up over the railings at the Westgate.
I'll have to fucking get some help. I won't be able to jump myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to be crippled. Do me back in. I'm in agony from the one gym session I've done in the 2017.
Serve yourself right.
Righto, here it is, boys. Melbourne Cup. We're going to go runner by runner.
Yep.
First horse, Hartnell. Walshy, kick us off.
I'll be putting it in. I don't know if it runs a strong 3200.
Oh, it ran third last year.
Yeah, I said a strong 3200. I'm happy to lay it, and I've always got queries about horses that have. It used to have synthetic hoof filler in its feet. Top weight, no, it's 7-year-old. It's had two tries at it. No, it goes in.
Druzy?
This Cummings guy, their name doesn't know how to really train a Melbourne Cup winner, do they? 128 time form rating high, 123 second up this prep. Top weight for a reason. Can go close. Don't see it winning.
What do you make of the fact they've been riding in sort of forward then backwards and sort of all over the place this prep?
It just shows that I don't have any faith in this stable.
Yeah.
Where do you expect it to be ridden?
I'd expect to be on speed. Like, it's got the early tempo to be sitting top 4, top 6, and it can just get lovely run. That's the thing. To run top 10, I think it gets the 3200. I think it's not the best horse here at 3200, and that's why I'm saying that if you're one of those people who wants to play top 10 at $2.15, I think it's a great bet.
How sick is he? I don't even know this top 10 bet existed.
Yeah.
What have you got?
Oh, I had the same, sort of like a lesser place chance if you're going, really wide and sort of exotics, but I'm going to narrow it down and get a bit more aggressive with my tries and first fours. So
provided it holds,
That's what I like.
No, I'm leaving it out.
Provided it parades to its normal level, I'll be backing it to win. Elmandon.
It has some positives, being that it will run the distance. It has won the Melbourne Cup. Its run in the lead-up race, I don't really know if it was. It looked as though it might have just been going around, having the run.
Yeah.
I've got it in my numbers. It can win, but at the price, I will be taking it on. There's still a little query about Frankie Dettori, and I don't like 8-year-olds as a general rule in these sort of races. At $7, it goes in, but it could win.
Fair enough. 119 time form rating winning last year, so it really won it with the weights. Hartnell ran a 122 just as an example, so look, I think that just franks Hartnell and being able to get there. Look, I think at the weights it's no moral, and people who are saying, oh, sure thing. I'm taking it on at the prices. I've got it as a high chance of winning the race, but will I let it go around at $9 without my money on it? Yeah, I will.
I'm bullish. I've got it as one of my 2 winning chances in my short trials and first fours.
I would say, depending yard, I might tick that box that saves on the horse, but I certainly won't be winning on it. Humidor.
Was it a gut buster last week against Winks? Once again, at the price, I'm happy to put Humidor in at the price. I don't know if the grand final is the Melbourne Cup. It was beaten easily. I know it ran second in the Sydney Cup, was beaten easily enough. But yeah, at the price, it'll be going in. It's not in my top set of numbers.
129 time form rating last start, massive run, coming off a 121, a 122 and a 126. If it sees the distance, it can simply win. But that's a massive query for me. I will be savouring it at best.
How good's Drew with the distance internationals?
Time
You're very good at this, mate.
We had a good chat this morning. I said, you've got to get off the phone so I can do the form, get there and get into this free ink we're going to drink later. So just let me go and we'll pick you up on the way through.
He reminds me a bit of Fiorente when he won the Cup, just in terms of how the prep was structured, how he's going towards it. I've got him as 3rd pick. I actually have the race to have a bit of a slowdown mid-race. I think a lot of the horses on speed may not be able to run out as strong as 200, so I'm sort of expecting him to have a bit of a breather, and I think they'll suit some of these horses sort of sitting midfield to mid to back to swoop into the race out wide. So he's one that I'm I'm pretty keen on and will have in my tries first fours for sure.
Yeah, I think you can't lose on the horse. I don't think, a little bit like the horse above, I don't want to back it to win, but I'll be saving on it. Tiberian.
The teaser.
Oh yeah, this is a great story.
Go for it, quickly.
Oh, it's a bit like me missing out and Dicko going in first. That's all that's going on, isn't it? I doubt it could win the teaser. The seed of the teaser pony.
For those who don't know, when breeding, they have teaser ponies that get the mares rolled up, and this one's out of a teaser pony, which very rarely happens, but the teaser pony got in there first.
You are fucking sick.
So can it win?
I don't draw counts against it to start with. I penned it without. Really
Is this
looking
not a
too
horse as while people are watching the show? The same reason I'll be watching it. I got no idea. I've never seen the horse. I'm just going to listen to Drew.
Yeah.
119 time form rating last run. It's slowly been progressing through its runs. It's one that I ticked earlier as a watch for the Caulfield/Melbourne Cups, but at the weights, I think it's really poorly. I was waiting for the weights to come out for it, and they've really just stuffed it with the weights. I'm surprised they've given it 55.5 kilos. I would have had it down 52, 53 to be a real winning shot. So
Yep.
I just think the weights and the nail in the coffin's the gate. I can't be on it with the gate that it got. If it wins, so bad.
Drew, I don't know if it's to freshen up. A couple of days at home, that you are on fucking fire today, my man.
It's up and
You
going.
really are. I concur 100% with Drew because I don't know anything about the horse other than I'll watch it parade and you'll get my mail.
Definitely including in wider exotics. I think the odds are good enough to include it. I think it's a good sort of value chance, and I don't want it to be blowing me out of a try or a first four at $34 at the moment. It'll probably drift a bit further with that unknown factor. So
Big on the tries and that. He's right though.
oh look, it's
Goddamn
the best
juicy.
time of the year.
How
Like,
are the
if you're gonna
exotics
play-
yesterday?
Oh, exactly. But if you're going to play a try or first four, the pools are that big. Like, if you can narrow it down and take a set against some of the more fancy runners, so for me there'll be a couple coming up, just eliminate a few of those chances you don't think can win or place. Huge value.
100%. 100%.
Next one's Marmello.
Marmello.
Go for it.
Top pick. It was the best run out of the Caulfield Cup for mine. Got hard up against the fence, couldn't get a run, got out the widest in the going that was no good. It has got, how many horses have come from the one start in Australia, be it the Geelong Cup or so be it, and then put in a really solid run, fitted up, and got into the Melbourne Cup and just won it. Hugh Bowman aboard.
Is that a positive or a negative?
Positive. It sits midfield. There was money for this horse pre-post. As soon as they sent it out, I believe, looking at the ownership, that might have some Australian owners in it as well. It's a top pick for mine. I thought this horse could possibly be favourite. I think that $11 bet at the moment is good value. Top pick.
120 time form rating, ran 119 plus at Caulfield last start. I don't exactly agree with your assessment of how it was run. I thought it was run to get the most economical run on the bias, and then it's come out. So it only covered 3 metres, like ground in the whole run, the way it was run, compared to say the horse that ran 5th, which covered 18 metres and still beat it home. So I'm saying that I think that some people have taken too much out of that Caulfield run. That being said, 55 kilos, 120 time form rating. Its best will come at 3,200 metres. It's in the mix.
Oh, I'm happy. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm penning Caulfield Cup personally, so I'll have it in there. I'll save on it for sure. I'm definitely not going to let it go around a loser, but
I reckon it'll drift to $15
yeah.
or something too.
yeah,
We live in hope.
I might chop out on it then, but I just think it's one of those horses that everyone's spruiked through the media
Yeah.
and people are backing and you get
it's
the
a bit
shit
of a
price.
flashing
Yeah.
light sort of run, and yeah,
Red Cardinal.
I'm led to believe this horse had run very well overseas, but barrier 24 is not going to give it a lot of hope in a big field. From what I'm led to believe, and the sources of international information, one being beside me and another I spoke to on the phone, horse has got ability, draw evens it up. In my book, it'll be winning me something, but I don't know if it's going to be the punter's choice. Impartial.
They've had this one up as favourite for a fair while, and then it's obviously drifted out a little bit. 117 time form rating. I actually have it below most of the internationals here with 55 kilos. I think it's consistently been overbet, so they've obviously got a spruik on this horse. It went up favourite when it only ran 117 rating. I was wanting to take it on early. I think Barrier 24's just made me say I'm happy to lose on it now. So, yeah, take it on.
I will not be losing on it. I'll probably be winning on it, provided seeing how it parades. It's a grand final trainer who's very, very good at bringing them out here. He's done it before and won. It's the best jockey in Australia at the moment. It's the right blokes buying horses to win these races. I think with what you're saying and Walshy's saying, you're going to get a really nice price on it. That to save on it will cost you nothing, and to get a little return on it will be quite easy.
Yeah.
So, provided it handles the parade, I'll try and find out a little bit more about this one. I'm definitely respecting the connections and the jockey.
Yeah, I've got an equal top pick.
Yep. Jeez,
Basically.
it's different what it is. It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
24 runners. JV.
Johannes Vermeer.
JV.
Is that South African, no?
Dutch.
Johan? Or the Dutch did.
You're thinking Johan Botha.
Klaus Johan.
Off spinner player who's playing for
Got a
not the
cigarette.
Redbacks.
Got a cigarette down.
Right, now, barrier 3, Ben Mellon will be trying in these big races. So I've got it in my numbers. It probably gets a nice. It should get a really good run in the race.
Can sit further forward than the
Third up in
previous runs.
Australia.
Third up in Australia, tick. Yeah, it's a live hope for mine.
54.5 kilos, 122 time form rating career P class started Caulfield and had previously gone 120 plus.
Ooh.
Needs to match those figures, but it has to be respected. Good barrier, good jockey. Will sit forward.
Is Caitlin
Big
back
player.
on it? Or Mellon?
Mellon, yeah.
I'd rather see Caitlin.
Oh, she hasn't won anything for.
She doesn't
a
get the
long time.
opportunity.
Oh, yeah, pacemakers. That's about it.
Neutral for me. Don't have an opinion overly on. I'm not a fan of it, but I do respect that it's got a serious turn of foot, and that you said that it's run that sort of time form rating more than once.
Yeah.
I respect that. I was gonna jump in and ask you that. So I wanted to pen it, but I probably won't.
I am penning it.
Good.
Caulfield
Gutsy.
Cup race. No,
This
it's
is great.
purely because
Welcome to the team.
it's
You've
too
gotta have
short for me to
opinions here.
include.
The distance is a query.
Yeah, exactly. The distance is a query. I'm not particularly keen on that Caulfield Cup. Like, the only horse I want out of it is Humidor, and that's purely because it went through to Cox Plate. The rest of them, I'm just basically going to take a brick back to that Caulfield Cup
Well,
and say,
yeah,
this
like-
is
great.
great.
I'm
Brick
tempted.
back.
I'm tempted
Whack.
to do the same after Harlem.
It wasn't strong enough. I don't think it was a strong enough race for me to actually provide the springboard into a Melbourne Cup.
Yep. I love it.
So I'm just.
So single gaze
way to find
isn't
go.
one of yours either. I'm tipping.
I actually backed single gaze last start. It
With
was cheering
Kathy?
it. Yeah, with Kathy.
Oh.
We all
I'm
back
back
single
there.
gaze. Everyone at this table back single gaze. There was a bias. Like,
Didn't.
this is going to go to the top. Oh, I've got to have something small, and now it's going to go to the top.
Bondi Beach.
It's had a couple of shots. Stable spruik this the first time I was out here. The first time I hit Werribee, they were a really big rap for it. But it's a nice draw. Michael Walker aboard. Michael Walker's an underrated jockey.
Oh, and he's so hungry.
Yeah. Anything he does 110%. So
Even
But-
off the track of it.
he's mad. He loves it. Bondi Beach, no for me. But it's not a horse you're going to lay. What 40, 50s or whatever it is.
Best $81.
He's
81
81 out here.
Yeah.
Just I sort of watch the
Yeah.
market and maybe have a chop out on it.
Yeah, it would cost you nothing to have a chop
Yeah.
out if
Yeah.
the inside looks like the place to be, etc. It's not the worst. It's just I'm impartial again.
122 plus time form rating in the past. Best ratings are on softer tracks than expected here. You can't really have it this year on its two previous runs that have lead in. I think the stable were kind of just spruiking it this time around so that they didn't get balloted out, or them say, actually, I don't think this horse is good enough to go around.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, you have to risk it. But, if it parades super well, maybe you could throw it in there for your fourth in your first four or something like that. But yeah, risking it.
Max Dynamite.
This horse is a hurdler, and it shocked me when it ran into the placings last time it was out here.
Well, it helped took out half the field.
Yeah, I don't know. I still can't get out of my head it's a hurdler. It'll be going in for something. I know a few people have been tipping it. Drawing well and has been out here before, which are all positives, but no, I'll be putting it in.
Who are these people tipping on? I'd like to meet them because I'll take them on.
Oh, I'll tell you who it is. It's did you see that a regular punter and Twitter follower with some, who's got a pretty good handle of things, was was tweeting it out that his wife was tipping it.
Oh, well, I trust his wife then.
Yeah.
117 time form rating maximum. Came in as off a negative, under 100 time form rating race win. Its last decent race over the flat was in June 2016. It's a hurdler. It's not a flat horse. Its best run in the last 3 years has been the 2015 Melbourne Cup.
I agree with you, Drew.
You just got to take it on.
I'm penning it off Drew.
It's the unders
Of what
of the
Drew said, I'm
race.
penning it at that price.
It's had such an insane prep that I have to include it in tries and first fours because it makes no sense whatsoever for it to be out here, judging what it's done.
Yeah.
Then why would it be out here?
Oh, for the junket.
For the junket?
They're battling. They're probably battling owners.
Oh.
Haven't got any
Yeah,
money.
they're all battlers here. They're all battlers. Ventura Storm.
That was my tip for the Caulfield Cup. How lame was it? What was the injury?
2 out of 5 lame.
Yeah, but 2 out of 5 lame's still a bit lame. Has to knock it around
Yeah.
a bit. I'm happy to put it in.
Cool. 119 plus time form rating. Came to Australia with high hopes, but 118 time form behind Winks 2 back, and then galloped on the Caulfield Cup. It was kind of flying, ready to win that race, and then just gets hit. Lameness issues. I can't back it. And reports are Boomtime's been beating it at home. So
Aimed at the Melbourne Cup. I love this horse. I fell in love with it first time I saw it. It's my second pick. I'll be having a huge bet on it each way. I can't believe the price. I would have backed it at 10s. It got galloped on. Like, it had a genuine excuse in the Caulfield Cup, which it was just running around in to get right for this race anyway. It's with the right stable. It's young enough that it's got enough ability that if it was near cooked, they would not put it in a 200 metre Group 1 race, which could fuck it totally.
I think they would.
I think they would because
I don't reckon they would.
do you know why they paid it? They pay right down the order and the amount of money they've put in to get it there.
I reckon this horse is that good that you just be patient with it and go and win some other cups. Like,
I reckon they'll run top
my
10
opinion,
and
my
just-
opinion
yeah.
is that this horse is really talented, and if it was not right, they wouldn't run it.
Well, it's either
That's my view.
I don't reckon it'll run top 10. It's either going to run really well or run really poorly.
Yeah,
It'll be one or the other.
yeah, but at $35, I'm happy to find out.
Yeah, that's it.
Very happy to find out.
I found this the hardest horse in the field for me, so definite yard horse. But again, like the odds are good enough that you can have something on and have something, or have a good result either way.
Who shot the barman?
Who shot Theberman? There's no one in our camp. Can I have $1 each way? Who shot Theberman? So yeah, who shot Theberman? It's going as good as ever. I've actually got it in here. I will be keeping it unders the place. It has got a strong chance of rattling into third.
Yeah, I might give Drew some cash to do one of his top 10, whoever you find this
Yeah.
market.
It'll run the ground.
What price is it top 10?
I'm
These
not sure.
3s, 4s?
I haven't looked yet, but you'll be shocked to hear I've got this in my value play in the race as well.
No, I think it's a great horse. It's consistent. It gets the trip.
Don't think it'll win it, but it's just who shot Theberman? It's
54 kilos, lower than it's had for a
Yeah,
while.
it's well weighted.
122 time form rating. That win at Moonee Valley was unexpected for it to actually have a turn of foot to still win. It's showing that it's going better than ever. Sis Montaigne's won since then. Yeah, got to include in all exotics.
100%. I agree. I won't be winning on it, but I'll be saving on it. I don't think it will win, but you can see it's scaring the shit out of you.
Yeah,
the orange colours.
Yeah.
Working into the race.
they're always there.
Yeah.
Tommy Berry on board as well.
But
so
Tommy's steering, I'll be
So-
losing on it probably then.
Well, look, I don't mind Tommy on a back marker. So
That's correct. I agree.
So I think wider exotics, it'll probably run 5th.
Alright guys, we're almost halfway. Wicklow Brave.
Let's get this moving.
Yeah.
Unlikely Wicklow Brave.
116 time form rating, can't win.
Don't like it.
Nope for me.
Big Duke. $23.
No, I'm happy to lay it at the price. I think it'll get back in the field against the fence. Might struggle for a run. Happy to risk.
53.5 kilos, 115 time form rating, just missed in the Sydney Cup. I think its best could go well here. Would I have it winning? No. Midfield position. It can run a race, but
Don't think it can
yeah.
win. I don't know how. It's a third of the price of who shot the barman.
Yeah, I think it needs a lot in its favour in terms of how the race is run.
US Army Ranger. $81. Probably only Drew should speak here unless anyone else has an opinion.
No, far away.
112 time form rating. It's here to push the pace or something. No.
Boom time.
Boom
Caulfield
time.
Cup winner. $31 chance.
Corey Parrish aboard.
Oh, Corey, you win it.
Your
If
mate.
you win with the Hayes, you stick.
I looked at this and thought this horse went well in the Caulfield Cup. I know Peter's definitely penning the form in the Caulfield Cup. Then I thought, okay, why can't this horse win? And then it's by Flying Spur out of a Snippets mare. How can a Flying Spur by Snippets run 3,200? So that's my really big query and question. I'm
Been up a very long time.
been up a long time. No, it's five. No, it's 5 starts in this prep season thing, but it's by Flying Spur out of Snippets. It's like when we spoke about Tom Melbourne. Oh, it looks like it's going well, but it's Tom Melbourne. It's the same. This horse is not bred to run 3,200 metres, so I'm happy to sort of risk.
I'm penning it.
Good to see a WA bred horse in the Melbourne Cup. First time since Rogan Josh, I think. So there you go.
117 time form rating at the weights. I can respect it enough to probably chop out on it. I think it's actually not a bad chance if it sees the distance and it maps well.
Galante, $151. It should be racing. No, shouldn't be in here. Can't win. Anyone else got anything to say?
117 time form rating. It's here to push the pace. It's a pacemaker. We all know it's a pacemaker. Team tactics.
Taking
team
a
tactics.
piss. I
Pacemaker.
think this is wrong. This is a wrong.
Yep.
Bloody wrong.
It actually could run an okay race if it was wetter, but it will not be wet.
Lib,
Yeah, I was just going to say it needed to be gelded about 4 years ago.
Lib Run. $51 chance.
Not the worst. Ran all right, Mooney Valley. If
You're back in, yeah.
you're back in Who Shot Theberman, Libram is not the worst as well.
105 time form rating, so I'm obviously missing a few decent races that it's run in there. It's an okay horse. I can't see it winning this.
I agree with Walshy, but I'm penning it. But if you at home liked Who Shot the Barman, you've got to have it in because it's almost as good a run, and that sort of stable scares the shit out of you with the way they can peak him when they want to. Nikita, $34 chance.
Poor draw. I'll let Drew. I don't really know. Poor draw. Let's
Is this
see what
Scottish
Drew
horse?
says.
Won the Ebor, 114 time form rating, should sit
Is this a
midfield.
Scottish
Big jumping class. Scottish trained.
It's a minute.
Scottish trained.
It's a minute.
I believe it's
You're
been-
old and I'll take the low road.
believe it's been gelded
You
between
keep your
runs.
money. I'll
Um,
take the baby.
first up, first run in Melbourne. I can't have it.
Baby back ribs. Legless. Don't even know about it. I'm just going to do whatever Drew tells me to do with that horse.
Poor barrier as well, right?
Peter, you got a sound of it?
Oh, look, we'd have to parade enormous, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to get to the right spot for me. So yeah, leave it.
Here it is, boys. Single gaze. Kathy O'Hara. $51 chance.
Unlikely for mine.
118 time form rating, continues to run well, up to 3,200's a query, but it'll probably get it based on what it did last start. Exotics maybe can't win.
Run of the race in the Caulfield Cup. Could not possibly risk it here. Don't think it'll win, but pending yard, this is a horse that has just consistently improved and run accordingly. One of the great sort of horses when you're doing the yard, like it really runs to its looks. Wait and see, but I love Kathy. I'd love her to win the Melbourne Cup.
We'll run a brave race, but you can't have them all, so no for me.
Number 20, Wall of Fire. $14.
It ran very well. Once again, it's had that one run in Australia for an international horse. Big concern for me is the bandages and the plethora of gear it sort of carries. Not the worst. Craig Williams aboard, who's got got to show the punters what he's all about now after the incidents he's been involved in. At the price, probably has to be laid for something well weighted, but I prefer others.
117 time form rating, well in at the weights. Last career start was a peak and improved from 116 plus. It can go forward. It doesn't have to go back. Its best runs in the past have been 2,900 metres. Coming out of one of the hottest lead-in races in terms of they've gone really fast in it, so it's a good lead-in run. Position and run's the only query from the barrier, but once again I would say it sat second over in USA when I was doing the previews, so it doesn't have to go back like it did last start. So yeah, it's a good chance.
I am very, very keen. This is my top pick in the Melbourne Cup. I love the way it ran in Herbert Power, which is the race I look for as a lead-in race to the Melbourne Cup. It's had its one start as an international, given plenty of time out of a hot, fast race, like we said. It wasn't just that it's a Herbert Power, it was a really true run Herbert Power, which form was already come out of. I love that Craig's on. I love the patience the stable's got, and I love the prep it's had, and I think $14 is a spoil.
I respect Hugo Palmer, but it's going to be one that I'll be leaving out of the narrower try and first four.
Fair enough.
Thomas Hobson. Hobbo.
Yeah, Hobbo's got a poor draw for it, and with our man, wow, or wow, Magic Man, whatever.
The Magic Man.
Well, I put it off last year with bloody magnificent ride on
Heartbreak City.
It's on at 51. Still can't get over it. Gave it every shot. It was a bloody good ride.
Still ran second.
True.
I don't know, Drew. You fight. This is your neck of the woods, mate. These days.
52 kilos, 117 time form rating. So the rating suggests it's a chance. 2 lead-in runs this prep, second in Doncaster Cup and 7th in Lonsdale Cup. Look, no questions about the horse staying, but an 8-year-old positioned midfield on speed, tough barrier. It doesn't really tick the boxes for me. I'll take it on.
Much preferred Tiberian.
Don't have a clue. Truss and Drewy. Rekindling.
Okay, I looked at these and I rang Drew this morning. I said, you had a look at these internationals, and of course I knew. I shouldn't even ask the question. And Drew said to me, well, what did you think the best of the internationals? I said, oh, one down near the bottom here. It looks like it's drawn well and well weighted. It may be the best of the internationals and might be a little bit of value at the price.
121 time form rating, rekindling, 51.5 kilos, down 6 kilos from its 4th in the St. Ledger, where it was unlucky running that 121 time form rating. So I'm saying that if it didn't get stopped for runs, it could have run even higher.
Drew's warming up here to the declaration, I think.
He's like the teaser pony.
I think there's a declaration coming.
So well in at the weights. Now, this is a horse that will need luck in running. There's no question about it. You're getting back. You're sitting mid from barrier
Who's
4.
steering? Who's steering?
Corey Brown.
Corey
Brown!
Yep.
He
Brownie.
loves the cup.
Brownie.
He loves the cup.
Oh.
Look, you're getting back. He's going to have to
Ooh.
weave a passage like Protectionist, but if you get the runs, I see this horse is just winning.
Bang.
Repeat.
Just winning.
Just winning.
As long as it gets the right runs, yeah.
Theprofits.com.au.
Turn up, get
Just
paid.
winning. Put it and take our job.
Maybe not that, but yeah.
Love it. Love it. Third
Yeah.
pick.
Oh,
You're getting 1650.
I'll be saving on it at least now after the spruik from the great man. Amelia Star.
Yes.
$21 chance.
Yes. It has got a hope. I don't think the $21 is left anymore. I looked last night to
No,
back
it's
it.
right here.
Yeah.
Who
Still
with?
there.
Bet365.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
Yeah,
There's
it's,
something fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
it's
Centre bet.
365.
I went to have a bet on my account with Bet365.
Centre bet as well.
They bet me $2.23.
Centre bet have it.
So obviously I didn't have a bet. At $21 value, if it's 14s, 15s, which it may get into, it builds a. It's got a very good chance. No weight. When you fellas are all into Harlem, I know Harlem didn't yard that well as you say, but it just brained him in the butt Cummings, and it was probably run upside down in the Caulfield Cup, which we know that the rider took a lot of flack about. It's well in the race, I believe.
Well, he had it on top over Harlem at Flemington. He smashed it. So that tells you how good it was at Flemington. Look, well in the weights, I've got no time form rating here for it, unfortunately. Based on its Bart Cummings run, you have to consider that it can win.
It could beat Humidor home.
Yeah,
I think
if Humidor doesn't
I
set
think
the
it's balls
distance.
deep in this race.
51 kilos, you can't.
It and like the Abbey Marie's, probably one other, they've been coming through together this prep with like luckless runs where they couldn't win, but they just kept getting through the line beautifully.
I was disappointed Abbey Marie wasn't actually running
Yeah,
in the
so
cup.
it and Abbey Marie, I'd have the same sort of level. Definitely going to win something on it.
Caulfield Cup. Pen. Unless Parade's enormous
Bang,
yard.
bang, bang.
Gay, Bot, Sis, Montaigne. Stevie Basta probably.
No, it's
Bo.
They sacked
Bo
him.
Mertens. No,
Bo
Stevie
Mertens.
Bast already took up the ride after Jon Snow was taken out, and he is riding Wicklow Brave.
Ooh,
Sis Montaigne. Geez, it's going to be tough to win after the
surely
last
not.
3 starts in the 10 days or whatever it is, and tough runs.
Perfect ride on Saturday, like controlled the tempo really well compared to the weekend before.
Yeah, beating
when
the
we
shit
back
out
to
of the
the
horse.
Mooney Valley and he decided to walk like 1300 splits, 13-second splits.
Helps when you whip it 10 times before the 100 metres.
Ah, good on him.
At least they're trying.
Yeah, God, rather they were.
Righto,
not.
so unlikely for mine.
Yep, no.
Yeah.
No
getting
for me.
swamped on the
All right,
corner.
boys. Top 4 in order. Walshy.
5, 7,
What, Mo?
Hang on. So hang on. Marmello from Jahans Vermeer.
23, 22.
Emily Star and Rekindling.
Mine is clearly Rekindling on top. I would then have Johannes Vermeer, Wall of Fire, and Who Shot the Barman.
I am Wall of Fire on top, from Ventura Storm, from Humidor, from Hartnell, and I'll throw in Emily Star.
Got our Mandan on top from Red Cardinal, Rekindling, Humidor. And I'll be throwing in Max Marmello Tiberian for tries first scores.
Alright, there it is. Quickly now. Race 8. Another distance sort of race. I'll go quickly. I'm very interested to see Odium Parade. It was enormous in the way it won there at Caulfield, that juicy Wednesday meeting. Paraded well, but not perfect. It's got scope. Louboutin, I think you can probably take it on, backing up off that.
Yeah.
Horses like Second Bullet, the little engine, Turn It Round, Kid Me Never, they scare the shit out of me.
The little engine needs further. Life Less Ordinary, I think, is just unders here. I've got to take it on. The one at value I like is Telly. I think just they've skipped the Caulfield Cup on purpose.
The Battlers, he loves the Battlers.
I do. But they've skipped it on purpose and they've realised this is a Flemington horse.
Yeah.
And they've set it for this one race, and I'm pretty keen on it here. I think it just maps quite well. It's got the right figures, and I'm getting something like $26. So yeah, happy to go each way.
Race number 9. How far is it, Drew?
1,200 metres.
Your little fat nuz in here. What are you doing with it?
I'm not sure what to do with, to be quite honest.
I'm having a bet. Calander each way. I think it's set for this race. It was ridden like a barrier trial by Hugh Bowman at Caulfield. I think it might have been that same midweek meeting.
Yep.
Goes Bowman to
Nice.
McAvoy, I think.
Yeah.
Top of my head. $7 each way. Keen. Princess of Queens is a horse I've been following. I'll probably have a little bit on it. Well, I thought so. Scary. It's got talent. And is this the race of Swampland, isn't it? No.
No.
Darren at that price,
Yeah.
pending yard. I know it likes it wet, but still, it's a good horse.
I still need to do a bit more on this race, but yeah, top of head, I'd say Fatner and Darren are two that stand out to me, but it's quite an open race. Oberland, I wouldn't think's legless either, and is due to do something. Princess of
what about
Queens. Even Kuro could actually pop up, so
For O'Shea.
yeah. Not sure what Big Memory's doing in the race.
He might be scratched. They seem to be doing that a lot. Anything?
Sorry, it's Big Money.
No, I've done race. I've done the final race.
I was going to say I thought so. Saw it parade in Sydney a few weeks ago. Loved it. Really keen to see how it parades.
Well, that's scary. Definitely be chopping out in
The
there.
thing is, I'll cut in here though. The youth think so. Horses are that dark coloured sort of horse, well
Yeah.
conformed. Like it'd just get you blokes hard in the jocks, wouldn't it?
No, I don't pay attention to colour very much.
Well,
People like
Black-
hate greys for that reason. They're like, I've struggled
What
with
about
greys.
you
I
know
love
like
greys.
octagonal? It might have been a bit before both of you because you're only
So-
skin pins. But you know, it was the same sort of the one row octagonal. That
The dark horses, they can still parade poorly.
yeah.
They're negative sharp.
Yeah.
The clear. The
Right, I've
clearest.
learned something here.
Yeah.
Just trying to. I thought you blokes get hard in the jocks about it. But
No.
Race 10, Drew. How far is it?
1,400 metres, and Furyk will be winning, and is a great each-way bet.
I spoke to Drew this morning.
It's
I
gone
said
out
is-
6% since they opened.
Is Furyk the wrong odds? And he said, yeah, I think it is. And I said, yeah, I reckon it might start under $4. It possibly could be the best sprinting mare in the land.
Lavia's Frank the form, like
Yeah, it's a good horse.
it maps perfectly.
There was something in
Miss Gunpowder and White Moss are pretty in the race.
Cool Passion's been going pretty
big
solid.
big query. The 16 Jamaican Rain. I reckon it was given a run last start at Seymour. It could flash home at
You're all over that stable.
big odds. But
Yeah.
yeah, Furyk.
And it gets a
Furyk
gear
overs.
change. It gets a gear change.
Yep.
Furyk on top, respecting Cool Passion, White Moss, Miss Gunpowder, Swampland definitely respecting it at that stupid price. I can't believe the price it is. $14 there with you bet. Padrina's seems to have taken another level this prep.
Yep.
Scared of it, and very much wasn't going to mention this actually, but Walshy with Jamaican Rain. Gear change, I'm pretty sure,
$26.
and sort of stay with it. They go like this. So
It could
watching
bounce.
it parade, watching the money definitely.
Mascot will erupt as Cool Passion and Qualista, both former WA horses. Both, I think, trained by Justin Warwick, head to the line in a Quinella.
You beauty. It's good to get these interstate people here, isn't it, Drew? All right, let's go drink some piss.
Yeah.
We have any
Best bet on the card.
Furyk.
Our crowd mistress.
Furyk each way.
Something at Ascot. No, yeah, we'll be looking at betting into the Burgess Queen. Burgess Queen, actually, for me, is probably the second best race in the country on the day. If you want to see some rising 3-year-old fillies and mares from WA, that almost half the field could be racing over here next year. It's that good this year.
Half our show will be 12 cans deep by then, so give them a tip and
exactly.
winner.
So,
Tip them, they'll be desperate for it.
We'll look, and I mean, a lot of those horses, some of them parade perfect last start, so we'll see if they can parade perfect.
Send them out on Twitter. You need to
So
send out on Twitter.
make sure you follow Pete on Twitter. What's your handle?
Bang it out.
At Pete Anthonus, if good luck spelling that.
Dicko's mailbag.
I'll retweet it and share it. Make sure you follow him, because when
if he hasn't put out the tip, when you blokes have had a heap of drink and down the, get stuck into him, roll it, just give it to him. Say, where's our fucking tip?
Best value bet of the day, and we're done.
Rekindling.
Yeah, I agree. Well, that and Red Cardinal, both.
Walshy?
Oh, Marmello.
Wall of fire.
Race 1, number 3. It's big odds on the trial too. Let's go and drink.
All right, enjoy yourselves, guys. See ya.